currently represented by an agency, and if so,
I am.
What you want?
I'm actually I have multiple agencies.
Okay, period.
And that's so funny. When I first came into this, I went up to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I signed to Unique Modeling Talent. That was the very first agency I tried to go on to go see for, and like they had open auditions first Tuesday of the month. So I went in there and I got a contract before I left. I don't usually do this, and I might get yelled at. I'm sorry, Mary. But I got a contract. But that's a stamp in my testimony, because when I first started this, everybody would continuously tell me like, "You're gonna hear a lot of no's. You're gonna hear a lot of no's." And I'm like, "Okay, God, well, you know how I handle no's." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how I get about no's. I will pivot in a heartbeat. And you like, just watch this. I kid you not. As clear as day, I heard, "Watch this." I got that one. I then came over here to Detroit. I'm signed to YEA agency. They were one of the first agencies that made me a paid model.
Okay, period.
So signed to that, made me a paid model. I am also in 616 Grand Rapids. And I just signed to Atelier 041. So yeah, that one. Oh, and I'm also signed to Top Shelf. So yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Top Shelf and
all over the place. Yeah, quite literally. So there's a couple of different places. I mean, I heard in the beginning, like, let them work for you, you know, let them work for you. So none of those companies, I don't think, are competing with each other or anything like that. It's just, my goal was to be represented as much as possible. I knew how hard I was gonna go for this, and I wanted,
You needed a team.
yeah, I wanted people that wanted to go as hard as me about me. And the more people you got,
the more doors open.
The more people you got handing out, like, hey, this what she doing, the better the opportunities can be. And I'm ready to work.
It's like the agencies are your promoters.
Yeah, so them on top of me, like, I push myself, I put myself in that position with Indy by myself. Nobody handed that to me. I went in there and I did that.
Period.
So a lot of the shows that y'all see me go into, like, sometimes the agencies do it, sometimes the agencies don't. I made it to New York, I did that myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I figured that out myself. I went to, like, you know what I'm saying? I went to Atlanta, I figured that one out myself.
Right.
I'm working for myself, but I also need people that know other people, because it's so funny, the sound that's be like, I always knew I was gonna be famous. That first deal I signed, it was a fucked up deal, but I always knew I just needed the platform. That's literally how I feel, bro. I'm gonna talk myself into any room. I can adapt. What is Taylor Lang, her chameleon thing? I feel that so deeply, because any room I go into, I'm gonna adapt. I just need the way in. I need you to let me in the room so I can do what I do.
Right.
So, like,
right. I'm not
and
the horse that you can lead to water that's not gonna drink. Okay.
I'm hydration.